has hit the shock as Richard K. suddenly debunked Duke's vile plot on Meg's dad amid his health scare. The rift between Thomas Markle, his daughter and the son-in-law he has never met, has been one of the most tragic and enduring features of the entire Harry and Meghan saga. It is also by some distance the saddest. For despite the pain and suspicion that undoubtedly still exists between Harry and his father Prince Charles and brother William, the prince has not completely severed those royal bonds. And although pointedly not invited to share the Buckingham Palace balcony, he and Meghan will be participating in next week's Platinum Jubilee. Contrast that with the sorrowful events surrounding Mr Markle's admission to hospital after reportedly losing the power of speech and suffering a fall while out shopping in the Mexican town of Rosarito, where he lives in solitary retirement. In footage posted online, the former TV lighting director is seen lying on a stretcher with an oxygen mask strapped to his face as a paramedic gently explains that he is being taken across the US border to San Diego for treatment. No one is quite sure these days how Harry and Meghan will respond to the plight of the Duchess's father and whether they will put aside the bitterness of the past 4 years and travel the 4 hours from their home in Santa Barbara to be at his bedside. This is a particular conundrum for a couple who in their public roles make a virtue of their compassion. How different things could have been, not just for Thomas Markle but for Prince Harry, too. Far from home, having the kindly figure of his father-in-law to turn to might have provided Harry with the stability he has so plainly been lacking since abandoning his own family. And who better than Mr Markle to guide him in the realities of life in a mixed-race marriage? But none of this wisdom has been available to Harry. Instead their relationship has been one of sour mistrust. It has hardly helped that Mr Markle has offered his own uncompromising views of his daughter and her husband. Accusing Harry of being snotty and an idiot who is whipped by Meghan was never likely to endear him to his son-in-law. Even so, this cannot excuse Harry's own behavior. The roots of this unhappiness lie in the weeks leading up to Harry and Meghan's royal wedding in 2018. Mr Markle was revealed to have collaborated with a paparazzi photographer in staging pictures of him preparing for the marriage ceremony, from reading up on British history to being measured up for a wedding suit. It was naive, foolish even, but hardly willful. The irony was that this act of invading his own privacy came at the very time palace officials were sending strict warnings to the media not to harass him. Indeed, it was hard not to escape the conclusion that royal advisers had failed to realize that this lonely but thoroughly decent man would struggle to deal with the enormity of his daughter marrying into Britain's royal family. But perhaps the most baffling failure of all was Harry's. Even now, 4 years later, it is hard to understand why Harry did not meet his girlfriend's father in person, as any prospective son-in-law would do. There must have been countless opportunities for Harry and Meghan to have paid a private visit to her father, long before he started giving interviews. By the eve of the wedding, when Thomas revealed he was pulling out of giving his daughter away because of heart problems, the relationship between the two men was turning toxic. Earlier, Meghan Markle's estranged father Thomas Markle has taken a savage dig at Prince Harry over the Duke's video for the Invictus Games, saying he's gone from carrot top to full carrot. Carl Larson started the topic, saying, "I saw this image on the news of Harry all dressed in orange, what was that about?" Thomas quipped in, "Well, that's the carrot story," as he continues to state why the Duke of Sussex donned the outfit. In his second YouTube episode Remarkable Friendship, Thomas added, "It matches his hair, so it's pretty good." A lot of people were saying he looks like a carrot top, now he looks like a total carrot. Prince Harry's Invictus Games video left many scratching their heads, but according to a body language expert, this is the real Harry.